On February 9th, 2004, a 21-year-old nursing student named Maura Murray sent an email to her professors. She told them there had been a death in the family, and she'd be gone for a few days. But that was a lie. What she did next has puzzled investigators for 2 decades. She packed the contents of her dorm room into cardboard boxes, withdrew the last $280 from her bank account, and started driving north, away from her life in Massachusetts. She wasn't just going for a scenic drive. She was either running toward something new or desperately trying to escape something old. By 7 o'clock that evening, her black Saturn sedan had reached the winding roads of the White Mountains in New Hampshire. By 7:30, she would become a ghost. A local school bus driver was heading home when he came around a sharp turn on a road called Weathering Hill. He saw a car, spun out, crashed into a snowbank. He pulled over and saw a young woman, Maura Murray. He asked if she needed help, if he should call the police. She told him she was fine, that she'd already called for roadside assistance. She pleaded with him not to call the police. He was uneasy about the situation, but he respected her wishes and drove home, just a short distance away. Once he got there, his instincts took over. He picked up the phone and called 911 anyway. From the moment his headlights pulled away from her car to the moment the first police cruiser arrived on the scene, exactly 7 minutes passed. When the officer arrived at 7:46 p.m., he found the car, but the driver was gone. The doors were locked. A box of red wine had spilled on the passenger side floor. Her college textbooks were still on the seat, but Maura herself had vanished. The scene was eerily quiet, the cold air thick with mystery. A search was launched almost immediately. Scent dogs were brought in to trace her path. They followed her scent from the car for about 100 yards down the road, and then they stopped. Cold. It has now been 2 decades since that night. Countless searches have scoured the dense woods and frozen ground, but there have been 0 arrests, 0 credible sightings, and 0 remains found. Did she succumb to the elements in the vast wilderness of the White Mountains? Or did she get into another car, driven by a stranger who offered help, or perhaps something far more sinister? We simply don't know. Every year on February 9th, a blue ribbon is tied to a tree near the crash site. It's a somber reminder that sometimes 7 minutes is all it takes for a person to disappear.